All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Definitely appreciate you guys watching out there. And got a pretty good topic that I was actually thinking about this, so I decided to share this information with you guys. Let me wait 1 second as this thing start broadcasting in YouTube. As you guys know, it takes a little bit from the moment that I click broadcast to the moment that it actually plays in the channel. So sometimes it's kind of annoying because you got to play with the volume, if that make any sense. There we go. So I was thinking about this the other day, or I think it was yesterday, and pretty interesting topic. So I definitely wanted to get you guys' opinion. Definitely wanted to get some information out here, and let me tell you something that it kind of upset me when it comes to the comments. One, you make comments here actually in the video here. If you go into the channel, if you're not watching this live, and this is one of the main reasons why I do it, it's because it allows me to talk to some of you guys, read some of the comments, maybe answer some of the questions. But if you're not watching live and you put a comment, it's going to stay in the video. But if you're watching this actually as like right now, as I'm doing this, and you put comments in the side, for some reason it just doesn't stay. The comments doesn't stay. The comments just get erased for whatever reason. So a lot of you guys put great comments, and I appreciate that. And unfortunately, the comments are going to get erased. So that kind of pissed me off. I don't know why YouTube does that, but then again, they do some stupid things every now and then. So here's the deal, guys. I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about being a hard target. What is a hard target versus a soft target? And when it comes down to combat operations and things like that, I could talk all day about this. I mean, I could just talk and talk and talk, because one of the things that they teach you in the Marine Corps is to be a hard target. That's what they teach you, because if you are a hard target, people are not going to mess with you. I mean, that's just how it is. If you look like a tough individual, people are typically gonna take a step back and be like, whoa, I don't want to mess with that guy. I mean, it is what it is. That's just how it is. So I wanted to talk about being a hard target. I wanted to talk about being a soft target. I wanted to give you some differences between the two, and I just wanted to have a conversation. Like always, I appreciate you guys' comments, and as always, we're drinking Coke Zero. Man, they should pay me for this, but anybody watching out there, really appreciate that. Definitely appreciate it. So again, let's talk about this two type of targets, or soft versus hard target. And the first thing that you got to realize is that you need to inspect yourself. You need to check yourself, and you need to realize if what kind of, how do you look? How is your self-defense plan look when it comes down to your basic concealed carry, when it comes down to like basic home defense, home invasion plan, whatever type of plan that you have, you need to check it and see if it's actually working. Is it actually a good plan or not? Is it a hard? Are you becoming a hard target, meaning that criminals are going to have more difficulties to try to commit a crime against you, or you just a soft target? You need to do that assessment. You need to check yourself, and you need to realize what are you. Again, when it comes to home defense, this is a big one, because let's face it, criminals are going to attack people that they're going to find them to be vulnerable. How many times a criminal attack an old lady, or they attack a lady? Again, guy versus a girl. Why? Because they could overpower the old lady. I mean, just it is, or somebody with some type of disability. Criminals are looking for a soft target. Criminals are not looking for a hard target. So if you make yourself a hard target, you're already winning the fight. They always tell you, the best way to survive a firefight, or the best way to survive some type of attack, is not being in that type of attack. The best way to survive a firefight is not to get in a firefight. I mean, the same thing, making yourself a hard target, it's going to stop crime. It's going to stop criminals from trying to attack you, because again, you are a hard target. I mean, I don't know how much I'm going to talk about this. So you need to check yourself. I'm going to talk about a couple of things, but You need to check yourself, and you need to check your home defense. You need to check your basic defense plan, not only yours, your family, your wife, your children. And you need to realize, what are you? Are you a soft target or are you a hard target? And if you're a soft target, you need to start making some improvements to become a hard target. And again, once you become that hard target, that doesn't mean that you get a free pass. I mean, you're still going to be able to you're still going to be able to I mean, again, you're still going to have to continue to improve your skills. I talked about that many times. And a big shout out to Garza out there. But you need to continue to improve your skills. But again, you're going to reduce that possibility of being attacked. Everything that you do when it comes to your self-defense plan is not to stop. It's never going to stop. The threat is not going to go away. You're not going to get a free pass. I mean, you're just trying to minimize the chances of being attacked, and at the same time, you're increasing your skills. You're trying to maximize the chances of surviving that situation. Again, you see Marines that go to combat, they train for years. I mean, we're talking like 10, 5, 20 years, and then they get killed. And you start asking, man, that guy went to the best training out there. That guy had the best instructor. That guy has the best equipment. How come he died? Well, he died because it was his time to die. I mean, you can't explain that. We could sit down here and debate this all we want, but the reality is that, his time came and he died. That's it. It's nothing else we could do about it. But again, everything that he did was to maximize the ability to survive that threat, to minimize the ability for somebody to attack them and things like that. So just something that you have to keep in mind, guys. Again, I'm trying to follow some of your comments out here. Really appreciate the comments, likes, sharing, all that stuff. I definitely appreciate that. So I got to tell you a quick story. Every single deployment that I went to, we try to look like a hard target. I mean, in many occasions, you may not be a hard target, but at least you're trying to look like one. So you always want to be looking like that. And it comes down to, basic patrols. How do you hold your rifle? You're walking around with your rifle hanging on the side, and maybe you look tired, or maybe you're dragging your feet and this and that. Again, now you're looking like a soft target. So a good way was always, every time we went on patrol, and I did a bazillion patrols in Afghanistan, was put your rifle up, carry that rifle right there in your chest, pick up your feet, look like a hard target, look like you know where you're going, look like you're doing a good job. Always look strong. Don't look weak, because the moment that you look weak, people will attack you. People will take advantage of that situation, because they're going to think you are an easy target, and they're going to try to take you out. So, again, quick side note here in the comments. XDev beat Big Dats. I heard really good things about the sights, but I don't have one. I got the Trigicon night sights on my Glock 43, but I got to tell you guys, I'm starting to dislike the same color. I'm kind of liking the black rear, and then in the front you have either green or yellow or whatever, So I kind of like that combination, black versus a color in the front. For self-defense situation, your eyes kind of go to the front side post and then to the thread. I mean, it seems like a good choice. It's working out. I kind of liking those sights. I don't have none of them, but I think that's going to be my next step. But I heard great things about the big dots. I just don't have one. So again, look like a hard target. That's my point. So here's the deal, guys. How do you look like a hard target? I mean, again, put comments down below. Let me know what you think. But I talked about it. I talked about the way you walk. How do you walking? Do you look like an idiot out there? I mean, how many times? And I'm not trying to be mean, but excuse me. How many times you see a guy walking around and you're like, what is wrong with that dude? That dude has no sense of purpose. That dude has doesn't even know what he's doing. He's so busy with his phone, looking down. He's not paying attention. He is not looking. He's hitting people as he's shouldering people as he's walking in Walmart or whatever. Just pushing that little shopping cart, hitting all the people. I mean, he's just not paying attention. Again, how do you talk to people? A criminal is looking at this stuff, and you talking to people like you're not making sense, or you joking around too much, or you just acting like an idiot. Criminals are looking at that stuff again. So the point here is that when you get a gun, when you decide to carry a gun, you need to decide to be a responsible person. You need to decide to be a person that is going to seek out training. You're going to seek out training. You're going to seek out responsibility. The moment that you accept the fact that you're going to carry a gun, you're no longer a kid. I mean, I know what, 29, 21. Some places you could buy a handgun, less than that, of course, not from an FFL, from a private sale and things like that. But to carry a gun, 21, most likely, unless I'm wrong. But and again, the moment that you accept to carry a gun, you need to start accepting responsibility, and you need to start acting like an adult. So walking, I mean, again, guys, there's always a time for everything. I'm not saying that you have to be serious all the time, but you out there carrying, packing a gun, concealed carrying, you need to act like a person. You need to act like a responsible person. You can't be messing around, horsing around, this and that, not looking where you're going, acting like an idiot. You just can't do that. Not only makes yourself look like an idiot, but you also make yourself look like a soft target. Again, if you look like a soft target, criminals are going to attack you. Criminals are going to try to take advantage of that. So I think that's a big thing. Again, what kind of gear are you carrying? And this is something else. Everyone has different gears. Everyone is going to tell you, hey, you know what? This worked for me. This worked for you. But you need to realize your gear. I mean, I go back to the fact that I pocket carry a lot. I enjoy to pocket carry. So sometimes I carry my Glock 42. I even pocket carry my Glock 43. It's a little bit too big to pocket carry, but I've done it. So I enjoy that. And I'm not going to say that. I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm a soft target because I carry a Glock 42. I don't want to go there. But in all reality, I am a little bit. I am a little bit. When you compare a Glock 42 to a Glock 19, you could potentially say that a Glock 19 guy, a guy carrying a Glock 19 is a harder target than me. I mean, I think we could agree to that because he has better freaking pistol, more capacity, better range, better everything. 9mm versus 380. So I think we could possibly agree on the fact that a Glock 19 will make you a harder target than a Glock 42. So again, know your capabilities, know your vulnerabilities. Definitely, that's something that you need to keep in mind. But other than gear, we're talking about a flashlight. Are you carrying a flashlight? Are you carrying a knife? What kind of knife are you carrying? Are you carrying a dollar knife from Walmart? Are you carrying a decent blade? I mean, now we're looking at a guy that is carrying a Glock, uh, a Glock 42 versus a Glock 19, and no flashlight. You have a flashlight. I don't have a blade. You have a blade. Obviously, you are a harder target. So you are looking like a harder target. So if you find yourself in that situation, again, you're going to have better chances to survive. I mean, that's just, it is what it is, but that's the reality. Um, carry, concealed carry versus open carry. I'll talk about that in a minute. But the point here, guys, is that we need to stop and we need to do an assessment. And I cannot do that for you. I mean, obviously, I could if I know you and we could talk about it, but you need to stop and do an assessment in your concealed carry. You need to do an assessment in your home defense plan, in your home, in your self-defense plan. And from there, you could realize if you are a soft or hard target. And if you're a soft target, you need to start improving your skills because, again, criminals are going to target that. Criminals are going to take advantage of that. Criminals are going to look at you in Walmart and they're going to see you walking like an idiot, talking like an idiot, and they're going to identify you as a soft target and they're going to attack you. And the best way to get into a, get out of the fight, the best way to survive a situation, the best way to stay alive is not to get an altercation, not to get into a fight, not to get into a firefight. I mean, it's just not getting into issues is what's going to keep you alive. I mean, that's just what I think about that. Now, again, good question. What about working at a soft target? I mean, I think that's the something that so many people go through it. So many people are in places that just refuse, either gun-free zones like schools, government buildings, and things like that. And we constantly see guys dying at gun-free zones because of that. Those places are soft targets, and criminals again are taking advantage of that, and again, killing people. So I mean, there's not too many choices to do there. Either A, you don't work there, don't get a job there. But then again, is that realistic? We got to work. We got to pay bills. You telling me that I'm not going to get a job that pay 30, 40, $50,000 a year because a policy? Some people will take the risk. Some people will take the risk. So, and I'm not going to say I haven't. I probably have in the past. I have gone into places that I don't want to go there, but I have taken the risk because of what I have to do. So again, either A, you don't work there, and B, try to talk to the people in there to change the law. Some people would do things that may not be illegal, but are against company policies, like bringing a gun. Some people say, you know what, screw that. I'm going to bring a gun anyway. And again, it may not be illegal, but it may be a company violation, and you could get fired. So, I mean, guys, I can't tell you what to do when it comes to that. It's just a bad situation that not only you but many people in America are. Um, Let me see. Glock 23, Ontario Rat 1. Glock 23, great choice, Mark. Rat 2, I got the Rat 1, and it's an awesome choice. So I'm sure Rat 2 is an awesome choice as well. After Yes. Yeah, concealed carry. Okay, so here's the thing. And people talk about this all the time. And not to go away from the topic of being a hard target versus a soft target, but the whole concealed um versus open carry. And here's the deal to me. First of all, I like the fact that people could open carry because first of all, it is your right, and I don't like giving rights away. Once you give them away, you can't get them back. I mean, that's just it is. That's how it is. So I like the fact that if you conceal carry and for whatever reason your pistol shows open carry, so what? Your pistol show, doesn't matter. In all the states, they may call the police on you. You may find yourself in a conversation with the cops, and you may find yourself in a lot of issues based on the fact that for whatever reason your pistol was showing. But the best thing that I like about open carry is that some people cannot afford to get a gun. I mean, to get a concealed permit. That says, or a concealed license. I got corrected the other day. It is a concealed license. Whoa. So, again, what are you going to do if you have enough money to buy a gun and that's it? So, you don't have money to pay for a license. So I like the fact that having an open carry allows a guy, a lady, whoever, buy a gun and carry a gun. That's why I already said many times that concealed carry is a form of gun control because some people cannot afford to pay for that license. I talked about this many times in the past. So do I think it's a good idea? I don't do it. Mainly because I don't like people looking at me. Do I look like a hard target? I don't know about that. I mean, it could go both ways. Yeah, you may look like a hard target. You have a gun. People may not mess with you, but at the same time, somebody could take you out or target you first because you have a gun. I like the element of surprise. I like a criminal maybe thinking that he's going to take advantage of me and my family and then be extremely surprised when I take out my Glock. He will be extremely surprised. In the other hand, the criminal possibly won't attack me because I have a gun if I'm open carrying, or it could potentially take me out first. I mean, we could what if this all day long. I think if you open carry, when it comes down to hard soft target, most likely you look like a hard target. Most likely you're going to deter a criminal from doing something to you. But again, and I say most likely because again, there's a possibility that the criminal would take you out and try to take away your gun. But again, I kind of like the concealed carry. I kind of like that element of surprise a lot, and I don't like people looking at me. Living in North Carolina when I was there, open carry. I mean, you have a lot of eyes on you, many times. You go to the gas station or something, and people are looking at you, and I just don't like that. I like to be a regular person. I like to be the regular dude that is just paying for gas and doing anything, and it happens to have a gun. 3 o'clock or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like that. Uh, Let me check some of those comments up here. Uh, Yeah, a lot of states don't allow open carry. And, being down here now, I tell people open carry all the time, how people carry guns, and people won't even believe me. I mean, it's not really common. I mean, you can't open carry down here, but I guess you go open carry in like hunting grounds and things like that. But you can't go to Walmart with a pistol. So hopefully, if it passed, I'm probably going to open carry just to show my gun and show support and educate people. I'm not going to be one of those idiots that hang around with a camera trying to become famous in YouTube. But I may do something just to try to educate people. But again, I don't like the attention. I don't like the attention that I get when I'm open carrying. But again, looking at the topic, what I'm talking about here, it could potentially make you a hard target. I mean, people see you with a gun, they're probably going to walk away. But again, I'm saying potentially because it could also potentially make you a threat or a target, a victim, because a criminal may take you out to take your gun. God knows, guys, we could what if this all day long. We could definitely what if this all day long. So again, let me know what you think. I wanted to talk. I just wanted to do a quick video and talk about being a hard target and being a soft target. And I just wanted to say that you need to look at your self-defense plan, whatever it is, home defense, whatever it is, and you need to do an assessment. And you need to sit down. It doesn't require an expert or anything like that. Just sit down, look at your plan, and you need to realize if you are a hard target or a soft target. And you need to make yourself a hard target because typically, and I'm saying normally, criminals will not attack you, will not try to do something to you. And that is the best way to survive an attack. Again, the best way to survive a firefight is not to get in a firefight. The best way to survive conflict is not to get in a conflict. So you want to look like a hard target. You want to walk the right way. You want to talk the right way. You want to, somebody just wrote this down. You want to look at the criminal at his eyes. You don't want to show fear. You want to look like somebody that knows what he's doing. You don't want to look like an idiot, because when you look like an idiot and you act like an idiot, people will take advantage of you. People will identify you as a self-target and will try to attack you, will try to do something bad to you based on the way that you're performing yourself. Again, it goes back to everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a girl, a guy, or person or not. Act like a hard target. So anyways, guys, appreciate everybody watching. Check out everybody in the comments. Some of the guys up here pull videos as well. So subscribe to each other, support each other. I definitely appreciate you guys you guys support and you guys help here to the channel. We're coming up to, I think we just passed 18,600 and something subscribers. So that's amazing. Really, really, really appreciate that. I'm looking to start, or actually, I'm thinking of starting a weekly show where I talk about whatever I want to talk. And, I'm thinking about making something look cool, maybe have some cool frame with a table, maybe some signs back there or something, not like blah like this over here. And then it will be maybe every Tuesday 9 p.m. something, so people know when to come back versus me just coming here and talking and doing this. So a lot of people typically put in the message, hey, I didn't, on the comments, hey, I didn't know you were doing this, what the heck. So I'm thinking about doing this, that. I mean, I'm not really sure yet. Again, I continue to put videos Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I really enjoy doing that. And I really enjoy you guys' comments and likes and sharing and all that stuff. I try to talk to as many as you guys as I can, but man, there's a lot of comments. Sometimes, believe it or not, sometimes I spend like an hour answering comments, and every place that I go with my phone. Like I'm everywhere answering comments. I get in the car, I'm answering comments. I take a shower and answering comments. I'm just kidding, but anyways, you guys get the point. But I really appreciate the feedback. I really appreciate everything you guys do here for the channel. And remember, guys, you know, I I try to start something. Like when I come here and I say, hey, you know what? Do you know what a hard target is? Do you know what a soft target is? It is just an idea. It is just something to give you an idea. Now you should say, wow, based on this information, I need to go out there and I need to find more information. By no means, we could talk about this for days. By no means, I gave you all the information that you need. I just gave you an idea. Now you need to do your research. Now you need to do your training. Now you need to sit down and evaluate your defense and go from there. A lot of times you hear people telling me, "Well, tell me what to do and how to do it." No, I mean you need to do you need to pick an idea like I just mentioned here, hard target versus soft target, and you need to look at your plan because it's yours, it's not mine, and you need to find vulnerabilities. You need to find something wrong with it. You need to think like a bad guy. If I'm a bad guy, how would I attack this house? If I'm a bad guy, how would I invade my house and kill my kids and wife? And I know this is kind of crazy the way I'm saying it, but if you think that way and then you come out with a plan and then you start building things against the criminal's plan, I mean, you be survived. Again, you're going to maximize the chances of surviving an attack. I mean, it's all about maximizing those chances and minimizing any vulnerabilities in your security plan. That's what it is. I mean, when the time comes, the time is going to come and we cannot do anything about it. I mean, that said, one day we will die. You cannot do anything about it. But again, doing these things would allow you to maybe survive a few attacks, maybe survive a few things before something bad happens. So I don't know if I made any sense with this. Let me know what you think in the comments. Sometimes I come here and I talk for a while, and sometimes I got notes, so sometimes I got things I want to say. Sometimes I just talk, and then at the end I was like, wow, did I make sense? I don't even know. But again, I appreciate you guys watching. If you like this videos, click like, subscribe to the channel. More videos to come. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. I mean, this year's about to be done, and it was amazing. Praise God. God is so good. He does so many good things for my family and for us. It's just amazing. I get amazed by the things that God does every single day. So again, guys, appreciate you guys' support, and remember, God is in control.